Good afternoon, my name is Marcia Perrotte and I'm the owner of Designs MCP. I specialize in kitchen and bathroom design. Today we're going to talk about 7 kitchen design mistakes and how to avoid them. So point number 1 is fillers. When designing a kitchen, you always want to add fillers. Fillers are that space that you have between the space or the gap that is filled between your cabinet and your wall. So that little gap that you have right here, you want to be able to finish it with a filler. The filler is not only a visual aspect, it's also a functional aspect. So that when you open your door of that cabinet, it fully opens to a 90-degree angle or more. Also taking into account that you have your hardware that needs to be accounted for, the protrusion of the hardware. Your standard is maybe about 1.5 inches, but always check your specifications because hardware varies just as everything else varies in a kitchen, right? So check the specification. But whatever that is, you want to take that into account so that when you open your door does not hit the wall. Point number 2 is your fridge placement. Do not place your fridge next to the wall. The reason why I say that is because when time it comes to open your doors, whether you have French doors or a single-handle door, you want it to open fully so that you have access to your crisp drawer, right? So how do you avoid that? So this is your wall again. Say this is your fridge. We're pulling the fridge away from the wall. That gap that you have right here, you want to add a cabinet, a tall cabinet. This way, by adding the tall cabinet between the fridge and the wall, it ensures that your fridge door will fully open and you'll have access to your crisp drawers. I will always point this out, always check your specifications. It varies from company to company, so check your specifications. Point number 3, big one. As a cook myself, you do not want to place your stove next to a wall. This year, we're avoiding all of that, okay? These mistakes, I don't want to see them anymore. I don't want to see them. I want you to have a functional kitchen. That's the point of this video, right? So do not place your stove next to the wall. Don't do it. Just don't do it. So the reason why you don't want to do it is, for one, safety. The heat that's coming off of these stoves these days are really high. The BTUs are super high, right? And next to gyprock that is unfinished, we don't want to do that. Secondly, that big stock pot. And we all know we cook with that once in a while big stock pot. Some of us a little more frequently. It won't be able to fit. So this is your wall, this is your stove. Where are you going to put that big stock pot, right? Also your frying pan. Now the handle has to be directed outwards. It can never fit into the other side. And following the NKBA guidelines, you want to have either side, left or right, a 12-inch space of landing or a 15-inch space of landing. This ensures that your stock pot has a nice place to sit on the stove without banging into the wall. And also you have a nice landing on either side of your stove when you're cooking. Number 4 is upper cabinets. We're taking that to the ceiling, y'all. All right, to the ceiling. So we're avoiding having the gap between the wall cabinets and the ceiling. To be honest, it just becomes a dust collector. You're collecting dust, you're collecting oil, you're collecting now ornaments. We want to avoid all of that, right? We want to just have a nice cohesive space that is functional. So we're taking those cabinets all the way to the ceiling. Now, if you buy stock cabinets and the dimensions just happens that, you know, your highest cabinet is a 30 and it doesn't go to the ceiling, what you can do is in the back where your wall cabinets will be, you can create a what we call a bulkhead, right? Or a bulkhead above the wall cabinets that will be aligned with the cabinets and touch the upper cabinets. And the bulkhead above that area can be painted the same color so that it gives the space continuity and it looks completely finished. By having your cabinets go all the way to the ceiling, or have the illusion that it goes all the way to the ceiling because now it's finished in the same color, it gives the eye the visual illusion that the wall is actually higher than it actually is. Right? So say you have 8 feet high walls in your home. By having the cabinets go all the way to the ceiling, it disguises and gives the illusion that your cabinets, your walls are even taller than it actually is. So let's bring the cabinets all the way to the ceiling. Point number 5, dishwasher placement. So in a kitchen, you want to place your dishwasher either left or right of your sink. The rule of thumb is if your dominant hand is your right hand, place it on the right. If you're left-handed, then place it on the left. Wherever you get the space to place it, place it. If it's not left or right, if you can pivot and place your dishes, do that. We want to avoid having the dishwasher placed far down the run of your cabinets to avoid having, you know, the drips going all the way, leading to the dishwasher. Point number 6 is your base cabinets, drawers versus doors. The days of going down on all fours are done, people. They're done. So in order to avoid that, we want to place drawers instead of doors. It's easy to access. You're not getting down on all fours. The minute you open your drawers, you have full visual of what's inside. It's like, oh, right? Everything is just there. You see everything. So, you know, if a pot cover falls off into the drawer, you're going to see it. God forbid if you drop a pot cover in a door cabinet, base cabinet, you ain't finding it. You ain't finding it. You're gonna get another pot cover and just cover that sucker, that pot. That's what we do. Point number 7 is aligning your upper and your lower cabinets at the end of a run of your kitchen. So if you're ending, say like your uppers and your lowers are next to a patio door and you're ending your cabinets, just align them. Finish them properly. So that way, when you put your backsplash, everything is perfectly aligned. It looks clean. It looks beautiful. It looks intentional. And then you can finish it off with a nice, you know, tile trim at the end. And if you need to do electrical, have your electrician just move the box in just a little bit so that it's not, you know, in the middle of your tiles. So get the upper and lower cabinets to be aligned and you're going to have that beautiful finish in the end. Comment below and let me know, have you ever encountered any of these mistakes and how do you plan on avoiding them going forward in the future with your kitchen renovation? Please like and subscribe and stay tuned for the next video, which will be in a week's time. Bye.